Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to Shaky and Sir, back with another video. This time it is when shows get suspended for dissing BTS. This is made by a YouTuber called bubblepop, and we're gonna check out what this video is about. Unfortunately, BTS is getting a lot of unwarranted hate all over the world, and it stems from a lot of things: insecurity, jealousy, ignorance, just a lot of things that can contribute to someone doing this. And it's, no excuse, because if you don't know something, you should research it yourself. Get some good sources, not just one. Search something up, learn about it. In terms of BTS, get to know them first before you start making or forming your own opinion. That's just my opinion and how I do things. So we're gonna be checking this out, and hopefully, it's not gonna get us annoyed because of the injustice.
On January 2019, a Greek television show called Disgusted discussed the list of Korean idols who made the 100 most handsome faces of 2018. Looking at the photos of BTS, JK and V, topping the list, the main host Katarina Kaineryu and her guests made personal rude comments.
I forgot, there's also racism that plays into it as well. So that's another,
Καθίστε λίγο, δεν θέλω τα δικά σου τώρα. Εδώ μιλάμε.
Αυτή είναι η ρο. Αυτή είναι η ρο, παιδιά.
Γυναίκα, δεν. Όχι, άντρας είναι.
Ναι, για μένα είναι γυναίκα αυτό που βλέπω, δεν.
Did you just say he's a woman?
Τον ψήφισαν τον νεότερο άντρα, στην πεντάδα.
Δεν βλέπουν καλά μάλλον, δεν ξέρω.
Probably because they have bad sight. Oh my lord.
Μήπως τον έχουν βάψει πολύ τον άνθρωπο. Μήπως τον έχουν τριμάρει πολύ. Και αυτό, ναι. Πολύ.
Τι γίνεται δηλαδή σε αυτή τη λίστα,
Τέτοια παιδιά, τώρα δεν μπορώ να πιστέψω ότι υπάρχουν γυναίκες που τον ψηφίζουν στο νούμερο 5 αυτό.
Δεν ξέρω πώς.
I can't believe there are women who voted for that thing to be number 5. Oh no, this is infuriating. No, this is ignorance, and I feel like, why would you just stop at these guys? Why would you focus on these guys, and for the wrong reasons? I mean, obviously you're not gonna think everybody has their certain taste and people, but you can't just be like, these guys, that's a woman, this guy's blind, what is that thing? I mean, BTS, they all look good. Like, look, I'm a man, and I have no problem with admitting something that I see, because it's true. Like, it's not gonna make me insecure. It's not gonna make me feel any kind of way. You just gotta be honest.
Ελάτε λίγο.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Exactly.
Ξέρω, κούκλος, πολύ ωραία.
Number 3, Idris Elba. I know him. He's amazing, nice voice, nice style, amazing actor. I mean, I disagree, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk crap about him. I'm like, all right, that's who they picked.
Φωνή, ωραίο στυλ, τρομερός τοπιός. Απορώ ποιος είναι το 2 και το 1.
Λοιπόν, εγώ θα σας πω γιατί έχω φάει κόρμα με το 2.
Τζέον Γιανκούκ.
What?
Τζέον Γιανκούκ. Είναι ο τραγουδιστής που θα δούμε τώρα. Όχι, πείτε μου τώρα, είναι για νούμερο 2. Είναι φίλος με...
Why are they discussing if it's worthy? Why are they discussing if it's worthy? That's the problem. That's the problem that I have when it comes to these guys. They're discussing if he's worthy of it. Obviously he is. He got voted as number 2. Like, there's no why in that. He got voted as number 2.
Αυτός δεν το είχε με το 4 και το 12. Είναι παρεάκι αυτό.
Wait.
Τώρα είναι για νούμερο 2. Είναι φίλος με τον προηγούμενο.
He looks the same with number 4 and number 12. Panel, they are the same. Oh Lord.
Είναι παρεάκι αυτό.
έρθει μαζί, να ξέρεις.
Ψηφίζουν
Ναι.
πολλοί από
Γιατί
την
βάζετε
Νότιο
εκεί τους
Κορέα.
με πώς το λένε, σωμών. Σωμών, Το πρόσεξες εσύ. Για πες για μένα, για να βγει νούμερο 2 μάλλον. Για να βγει νούμερο 2.
He probably did that on purpose so he can be voted as number 2. Oh my god. What kind of show is this?
Το 4 και ο 12 και μετά το πήρε και ο
Γιατί
2.
κολακεύει.
You know, the worst part is they think they're funny. Like, they think they're justified in this. They think, like, when what she just said, panel number 4, he saw it from number 4 and number 12, and he did the same thing, and then she just did this kind of thing. Like, you didn't do anything.
Γίνω ένα. Ναι, είναι τραγουδιστής. Είναι τραγουδιστής. Το έψαξα γι' αυτόν γιατί μου έκανε φοβερή εντύπωση που είναι στο 2. Γι' αυτό κόρησα. Παιδιά, υπάρχουν Κορεάτες που είναι ωραίοι. Ναι, αυτοί είναι αντικειμενικά άσχημοι.
Oh, wow. I mean, come on. Why are you talking about people's appearances? Like,
Quickly, armies worldwide called out the hosts.
I mean, that is for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna, sugarcoat anything, but that thing, they all look the same. That thing, they all look the same, which is just not true, and really focusing too much on this. You're not being objective when you group them up as one thing. That's not being like you're past that already. Let's see. She says she's not been racist when she's acting like no. Yeah. Exactly, calling them women, just for his information. He probably got makeup done himself. That's the thing. A lot of people are just really, really ignorant, racist, and jealous. There's a lot of bad qualities that fuel these kind of things. It's just unfortunate.
Of the show for showing signs of racism, xenophobia, as well as prejudiced remarks about gender image and objective beauty. Following this issue, host Katarina posted an apology through series of Instagram stories.
Guys, I feel like you are being unfair with us. An apology should not start with deflecting. That's what it starts with, deflecting. Immediately, her first vibe is, you guys are being unfair. Instead of just realizing the depth of her comments, that's where the ignorance comes from. I apologize to whoever felt insulted. I was not aware of their artistic side and how great musicians they are. They can be the most amazing. They don't even have to be artistic or great musicians. That doesn't excuse, the behavior. You should just, it doesn't matter if they are popular or not, but you shouldn't just call people, them, that thing, they are all the same, or just very backhanded comments. I am receiving terrible and threatening comments and messages on my social media, and I don't think this is appropriate. I want to apologize. I don't feel insulted from our humoristic comments on yesterday's TV show to the fans of one. Come on, maybe we'll make a tribute to the artistic side. Thank you in advance. Now here's the thing. What was humoristic about it? You guys didn't even laugh yourself. Like, no one on that show specifically laughed. Of course, you apologize because it blew up. It blew up. Now, you can go very deep into this, and but she apologized. All right, but this could have been solved if there wasn't that ignorance. There wasn't that those pre-assumptions made, like presumptions made. You should just respect people for who they are and not bundle people into one thing. It's just
Stories stating that she is receiving terrible and threatening comments and messages, and that they plan to make a tribute to the artistic side.
That's weird.
True.
I am disgusted.
However, armies refuse to back down.
I mean, that's the kind of vibe I also got. I feel like if your profession's on the line, you can be like, all right, I'll do it. but both apologies started with not just, I'm sorry. It started with, I'm receiving this, and the other one started with, we are being treated unfairly. And she's toning it down a lot, but you guys focused a lot on Jungkook's lips, stuff like that. It's just very unnecessary. There's 100 people on that list. Are you telling me that you did the same for all the people that you didn't find handsome? It's fine for you to not find someone handsome. There's no problem with that. But it's the way that you guys kept on focusing on these South Koreans. That's the problem. That's the problem, because it was a specific them, that thing, making fun of, their how they look and whatnot, and just that's not being objective at all. That's being biased against them.
Denouncing the apology note for trivializing her own doings as humoristic comments. She was even criticized by her fellow Greek host, Kalaterra de Unity, saying how stupid Katarina was for not knowing how huge BTS is.
Holy, get what you fucking deserve!
With the same
Oh Lord.
context, in 2020, a Polish morning television show, Dzień Dobry TVN, received backlash from fans for their commentary on BTS, topping the list of the 100 most handsome faces of 2019.
Calm down, my daughter.
Najprzystojniejszych mężczyzn na świecie. I jeżeli spodziewają się Państwo na czele stawki na przykład Brada Pitta czy George'a Clooney'a, to może Państwa czekać spora niespodzianka.
Czyżby to było już passé i Brad i George?
Najwyraźniej.
Czyżby czas tak szybko leciał? No właśnie, ranking jest globalny i dotyczy mężczyzn na całym świecie, chociaż te niespodzianki mogą być, bo najprzystojniejszym mężczyzną świata jest...
Jungkook. Nawet właśnie, nic nam to nazwisko nie mówi. Twarz, tak, powiedziałabym, niespecjalnie bardzo męska, prawda? Zgodzisz się z tym, Andrzej?
Kobieta zdecydowanie niemal dziecięca. Taki mały książę troszkę. Może to o to chodzi. I mnóstwo kolczyków.
A może chodzi o ilość głosujących po prostu, właśnie akurat z tego rejonu świata.
Okay.
Tak,
albo oczy, zobacz, oczy. Czy te oczy mogą kłamać? Bo grzywka na pewno nie robi go najprzystojniejszym człowiekiem.
Tym bardziej, że głosy... Zakładam się farbowane.
Hey, stop it!
A reporter from the show even asked random Polish citizens for their opinions on Jungkook's looks, to compare beauty standards. However, instead of JK, the picture that was shown was actually J-Hope.
I J-Hope zamiast Jungkooka.
We're only 5 minutes in. I mean, I feel like that's something that unfortunately is very maybe hidden under the rug. This xenophobia thing that's going on. Like, why you can't tell them apart? Wasn't trivial enough for you to do some proper research? Why is it a problem when these guys are at the top? Why is that? Why is that an issue? Why would you put so much focus into that and blaming it on a lot of voters from Asia? No, this is a global list, and whether you want it or not, more people find Jungkook handsome than they do Brad Pitt and George Clooney. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Like, it's just simple. Like, you can't say otherwise. Just because it's not your style doesn't mean that you gotta do this. And these companies don't learn. You don't want to mess with the biggest audience in the world, especially with comments like that. I mean, why would you even do that? I don't understand this, and I don't know what the point of this is, what kind of point they're trying to prove, but it's just gonna dig their hole just deeper and deeper.
Na całej ziemi?
Najprzystojniejszy, najpiękniejszy.
Kolczyk, tak, kolczyk. W uchu noszą kolczyki i...
Lord, give me strength.
Tak, krowa też ma kolczyk moja, także...
Najprzystojniejszy mężczyzna na całej ziemi. Facet to musi być facet, a kobieta kobieta. A tutaj nie wiadomo jak to jest.
Zniewieściały, nie wiem, małolat. No błagam.
Right after the segment was aired,
Here's the problem. Why are you going out of your way to do this? There's only one. You're trying to humiliate. That's like there's no good intentions. There's no humor around this. There's no excuse in doing something like that. There's no excuse. You know what humor is? Humor is if I'm sitting in a room and I say something that doesn't hurt anyone, that like making a joke at someone else's expense, that's not humor, all right? Now we're not talking about no like dark comedy, that we're just talking about general humor. If I make a joke, if we're all sitting in a room and I make a joke and the joke is basically making fun of someone in that room, that person doesn't laugh but the other ones laugh. That's not a joke. No, that's just not the type of person that I am to be able to do that. That's why whenever I do jokes, it's mostly Jin style, dad jokes, puns, stuff like that. So this is clearly just an attempt at humiliating this prize, or trying to, I don't know what, but it's not coming from a good place. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just they didn't even get the person right. I mean, that's a really bad look, especially when you think about it, it's 2021, a lot of racism going on. It's just
Polish armies began tweeting hashtag Dzień dobry TVN is over party to call out the show and express disgust on the host's remarks. Host Anna Kaczynska-Makijowska refused to apologize for her comments. Instead, she defended her opinion.
That's the thing. You did not just express your own opinion.
Opinions, stating that she personally does not find Jungkook's appearance masculine, which earned her more hate from the fan base. Following the issue, TVN posted an apology for the host's comments, in two separate statements.
What is your name?
If you don't find someone attractive, that's okay. You move on. But you guys kept on making fun of it and trying to just make it as bad as you could. That's a line you've crossed. It's okay to have, tastes in whatever gender you're into, but going out, putting the wrong person on a paper and asking for opinions, and clearly you're doing it, for those kind of reasons. And let's be honest, you're showing it to really old people with, there's no disrespect here, but a lot of, people have, sadly, just, their mentality is lagging in a way. So just, there was only one purpose. It was just to make fun of, try to make fun of Jungkook. And it wasn't just an opinion. Now, I am sad that I'm seeing this clip right now, because if someone made fun of this, oh.
What excites you and makes your heart beat? Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction.
Early this year, BTS faced another disrespect from a German radio host, Masha's Matischik, of Bayern 3 radio station. After playing BTS cover of Coldplay's Fix You, Masha said their version of the song was blasphemy, and proceed on comparing BTS to the coronavirus.
I think I heard this in the hate video that I watched previously. I was just about to vomit.
habe ich einen leichten Brechanfall bekommen. Ich habe alles wieder runterwirken können, aber ich habe gerade eben gelesen, dass diese koreanischen Boyband-Knaben von, wie heißen die? BTS.
You knew the name. Let's make that clear. You knew the name.
Offensichtlich Fix You von Coldplay gecovert haben für ihre MTV Unplugged Session. Und da hat es mir kurz mal... Ich muss sofort schön...
I mean, if he's throwing up, right, he's probably gonna need to go to the hospital since Coldplay and BTS are actually collabing on My Universe. So, okay.
Musik machen. Ich muss sofort gute Musik... Ablenken. Blümchenwiese, Blümchenwiese. Ah, das ist schön. Doch, das ist schön, das ist wunderschön. Das kommt aus Island. Das ist Orskir und Torrent. Ach, ist das schön. Wenn das jemand covert, schmeiße ich ihn raus. Ich habe heute schon darüber berichtet. Es ist eine mittelschwere Katastrophe. Liebe Teenager, die ihr jetzt noch zuhört, seid mal bitte nicht böse, aber ich finde BTS eigentlich eher... um es mal so auszudrücken, BTS ist so wie SARS. Das ist so eine Abkürzung für irgendein Scheißvirus, ja, wogegen es hoffentlich bald ebenfalls eine Impfung gibt. Nichts gegen Südkorea. Man kann mir jetzt nicht Fremdenfeindlichkeit unterstellen, nur weil diese Boyband aus Ich habe ein Auto aus Südkorea.
You can't accuse me for being xenophobic. I have a car made in South Korea. I mean, this... Just imagine that comment. Just think about what he just said and try to make sense of it. I am not racist. I have a product made in that country. And how are you comparing BTS to something as vile and disgusting that's been taking hundreds of thousands of lives, like a virus like COVID? Just how to even make that comparison? I mean, your intentions are coming out without you. You think that you're hiding it, but you're not hiding it. Imagine not liking a cover of a song and making a comparison on that group to a virus that's been destroying millions of lives of people. And then saying, but I'm not racist because my car is from South Korea. I mean...
Ich habe die geilste Karre überhaupt.
Oh yeah, it's the best car around. It's... Yeah. Wow, he's talking about the nitty-gritty details of the car. Wow.
Ich fahre ein südkoreanisches Auto mit 6-Zylinder Doppelturbolader, Allradantrieb, jedem Schnick.
What does that have to do with your comment? What does that have to do with your comment? Like, what are people gonna be like? Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, because you're driving a Korean car. Yeah, you're good.
Schnack und 270 Höchstgeschwindigkeit. Korea rules, also Südkorea. Aber
Korea rules, and the only thing that he could say was that he owns an expensive car from South Korea.
BTS zum Beispiel. Und BTS, ja, die haben jetzt tatsächlich eine MTV Unplugged. Bei einer Boyband Unplugged. Allein das ist ja schon paradox. Ja? Und dann geben diese kleinen Pisser.
What the actual hell is wrong with him? Is he serious? Like, is this... What BTS has done has not been done by any other kind of group. I haven't seen the amount of passion that they have, the amount of love that they show, the amount of positivity that they spread on a daily basis in so many different areas. They work their asses off. They do not take any breaks. These guys are always spreading positivity and love, and they have made they have saved so many people. They've inspired so many people, motivated so many people. How ignorant can you be? to have one cover make this. No, it's definitely deeper than that. It's definitely not one cover. No, I'm fairly positive. If he has a daughter, she probably likes BTS too.
Auch noch damit an, dass sie von Coldplay Fix You gecovert haben, wo ich sage, das ist Gotteslästerung. Und das sage ich als Atheist. Das ist Frevel. Dafür werdet ihr in Nordkorea Urlaub machen müssen die nächsten 20 Jahre.
But he has a car from South Korea, so.
Das war jetzt nur die Anmoderation für Fix You, aber in der Version von Coldplay, weil alles andere kannst du echt knicken.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Expectedly.
He should not have a platform. He should not have a platform. Like, you can't be a radio host or whatever he was. You can't be a radio host and have that kind of just rage just pouring out over a cover.
Armies worldwide were furious and demanded for an apology from the host and the station, using the hashtag #BayEarn3Racist. However, in their dismay, BayEarn3 responded, coming to the defense of their host.
Oh, that's a bad look.
And
Really?
explaining that the program's character often entails exaggerated
Bringing up his work in refugee aid and his commitments doesn't excuse that. There's so much to a person, and you can't use one part and be like, no, he has a South Korean car, he good. Those comments were very, not just hurtful, they were racist, they were ignorant. He compared it to COVID. These suckers, he said. This is probably the worst one that I've seen so far. This is so bad. And the company, that's even worse.
Excitement, which caused the wrong choice of words.
What the fuck was that?
This made armies more enraged, and trended the hashtag racism is not an opinion, which was participated by different social organizations.
Yeah, like you can't hide racism behind saying free speech, or because your free speech is something beautiful, right? You being openly racist isn't the way. That's not how free speech is meant to be used in general. It's just not. Like, you can't just use that as an excuse of expressing your opinion. That is just what I got from that. That was not an opinion. An opinion would be, you know what? I prefer the original. I didn't like this one as much as I like the original. That's an opinion. All right, we move on. No one bats an eye. But you went out of your way to compare them to a virus that's been destroying millions of lives. You are saying blasphemy. You're calling them suckers and just going on with this rant and hate about a cover. Then at the end, you try to fix it up by saying you have a South Korean car. Wow. Exactly. Hate is a virus. Wow.
Several artists came to
Let's see. I am horrified. I am. That's Halsey. I know that she's made a song with BTS. I think it's "Boy with Love," which we're gonna react to in these couple of days. But I am horrified to read the comments made by Matthias. Yeah, that's not. That's where's humor. Yes, yes, an apology you would expect. If I was that company, you're out. I'm sorry, but you're out. You can express your opinion if you want to, but that is not an opinion. That is just your blatant racism just pouring out.
The artist came to denounce Matthias.
Zara Larsson, all right. Yeah, all right. So, you epped up the second you mentioned BTS. Armies don't play like that. And I hope you will never sleep peacefully again, knowing you ruined your career of being racist. Everything has a consequence in life. Everything that you do, always, something is gonna happen because of that certain moment. Now this, you brought this on yourself. Like, there's no victim card to play here. Nothing. You doubled down on this. You doubled down. You compared it to a virus. A cover. Do you know how many covers I've heard and I was like, this is just not my thing. I move on. But that was not just because of a cover. A cover can't bring that amount of, distasteful comments. You know what? I'm liking that everyone is mentioning this because this is gonna put way more pressure on that company. Now I'm hoping that they're not just gonna stand by him.
Best support towards BTS and Asian community.
No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself.
On May 27th, Matthias was demoted from hosting the show. Reports say he will be doing a podcast for local Bavarian music, starting at the end of June. Instead of running a 3-hour-long show 3 times a week, the podcast will only run once or twice a month.
Now, what's that saying? You make your own bed? Like, you made your own bed, now lie in it? Something like that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That was one of the most disgusting segments that I've personally seen, and I'm sorry that it even happened, because they don't deserve this. BTS do not deserve this. Like, they're making music, they're making content, they're making things that help people on a daily. So.
On June 2019, Channel 9, one of Australia's major TV networks, aired a tone-deaf segment about BTS, which consisted of racist and xenophobic comments by comedians and celebrities, as part of the network's 20 to 1 program, hosted by Aaron Molan and Nick Cody.
Our number 18 global craze is so...
Excuse me, 1 second. Let's see, does it work? Yes, it works. Alright, sorry. My TV wanted to shut down, so I had to press a button, and I couldn't find my remote. But let's go. So this is some tone-deaf and racist remarks on this Australian channel. Let's see.
So popular, it could heal the rift between North and South Korea.
Provided Kim Jong-un is well into boy bands.
At number 18, it's the biggest band you've never heard of.
What did she say?
Wait, what?
The biggest band you've never heard of.
You don't know that. I'm fully down with the kids.
This is BTS, the South Korean One Direction.
Yeah, never heard of them.
It's already a bad start. South Korean One Direction. Excuse me.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried. So I guess could have been worse.
Shut up!
I know what he's trying to say, and it is not funny.
But not much worse.
Oh, wow.
And exploded they have. They're the first Korean act to have a #1 in America, which is made even more impressive because only one band member actually speaks English.
Flower, 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 flower.
And I really started getting into this wormhole of their lyrics, and one of them was, "This meeting is like mathematical formula." I mean, if that doesn't get the girls across the line.
I have no idea what they're singing about, but these guys are great. Their choreo is great. The singing is passable.
Saying is possible.
God, I love these guys' totally gangster names. You got Rat Monster.
No, it's real me. If you would have done your research.
J-Hope, V, Sugar, Jimin, Jin, and Jungkook.
I don't know what's gangster about it.
There's 7 members. That is a lot. That is 2 hire cars. Surely you could fire 4 of them.
What did you say?
Surely you could fire 4 of them.
I will find you. And I will kill you.
BTS, 7. 7 and no less, no more. 7.
Or you just have to hire a sedan and everyone have a nice bit of leg room.
BTS have over 5 billion YouTube views and #1 hits in 73 countries.
They were the most tweeted about celebs for the last 2 years running, and they even spoke at the UN.
What about?
I'm gonna say hair products.
What the fuck? We truly have.
Okay, so that's actually very disrespectful. That part is very like hair products, really. He's speaking at UN, something that not a lot of people get to do, and for them it's one of the most special and monumental moments to be able to get this message across, because they've had such a good global impact on people's lives that they were, asked to come and have this collaboration. That is one of the most, inspiring things, because his speech is just so eloquent, so nice. Talk yourself, speak yourself, love yourself. It's just something that you can take strength from, draw strength from, because he talks about, how he's been and how he's felt about himself, and how you should love yourself and listen to yourself, listen to who you are, and just
the best fans in the world.
These fans are hardcore. I asked if any of them were gay, and just even asking that question upset these fans so much. I'm like, it's just math.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I feel like BTS are a really big band. They're also the new old people barometer. Like, if you've heard of them, you're young. If you're not, retirement home.
Oh. Okay.
Just hours after the segment ran, armies rapidly assembled worldwide to demand action.
I love ARMY.
The fan base had taken to social media, making the hashtag Channel 9 apologize trended over.
Yeah, very, very disrespectful, insensitive, and once again, it feels like as soon as something from Asia succeeds, and it's always gonna bring these backhanded, disgusting, distasteful comments.
Overnight. But things got even more heated when comedian Alex Williamson stepped in the situation. He expressed support.
Wait, who is this guy?
When comedian Alex Williamson stepped in the situation, he
If that's how you start a sentence, I'm not even gonna read it.
Support for the show and used extremely derogatory language to attack BTS and armies.
I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but I don't know who he is, and I'm gonna forget at the end of this video. So.
I'm ugly.
You're ugly and what?
Where?
No. Proud.
In response, armies created the hashtag Fire Alex Williamson to express their discontent with the comedian's remarks. The hashtag has managed to unite multiple fandoms. of K-pop and Western artists. Channel 9 finally addressed the BTS controversy. Williamson, on the other hand, posted an not-so-apologetic video to his Twitter.
I started World War III last night, inadvertently, and it's not a very fair war. It's literally myself versus the whole fandom of BTS, which is apparently a boy band, K-pop band. It's not a race issue, my friends. It is an issue about boy bands being a gimmick designed to extract the dollars from the hip pockets of 15-year-olds.
But they don't, though. They do so much content. They do so many things. They're not even greedy like that. I don't know if you would have done your research, you would have known that.
I appreciate we have different tastes in music, and I'll fucking see you later. But go on.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Good! Say it louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Oh no.
Going back in 2018, the wrath of armies has descended upon Latin American boy
The wrath of army.
band, CNCO and iHeart Latino radio DJ, Enrique Santos, following an interview that many fans found to be insulting.
Y best remix. So, felicidades. Han visto los coreanos. Yo digo que ellos son como la versión de CNCO, pero en coreano.
Sí nos gusta mucho lo que hacen.
Nos gustan mucho lo que hacen.
Oh my God!
Y las letras son lindísimas, ¿verdad?
Oh my God!
¿Cómo sonaría Súbeme la radio en coreano? En coreano, a ver. O mamita. O mamita, mamita en coreano. No sé cómo.
I did not.
A ver, mamita en coreano, mamita en coreano.
CNCO and BTS were both in contention to win the Best Boy Band category at the iHeartRadio Awards. And to call out the show, armies created the hashtag CNCO Apologize on Twitter. Yet, no official apology was released by the show, host, and CNCO. BTS, on the other hand, won the category.
I don't fuck with you!
Just weeks after BTS.
That's I mean, yeah, let's just finish the video. This is awful.
Spoke out against anti-Asian racism. A chilling comedy program called Mi Barrio faced backlash over a parody COVID-19 sketch about BTS.
Preséntense uno a uno. Kim Jong 2, Kim Jong 3, Kim Jong 4. Juan Carlos. Pero qué gracioso, qué divertido. ¿Cuáles son sus nombres reales?
Mi nombre es B.
Jungkook, August D, J-Hope y Yojin. Yojin. No. Y Yojin. Yojin. No, Jin. Ah, Jin. Podría decirnos algo en coreano porque todos acá queremos aprender. Ya, si tú gracias, vamos. Yo hao.
That's not how the Korean language works.
It's fucking disgusting.
After the skit was broadcasted, a
So this whole thing happens. Everybody talks about how Asian hate should stop. And you come out with this. This is just insensitive and just shows how uneducated a lot of different places are on Earth, sadly, because why would you do this? What's the goal? What do you think you're achieving with this? When something really serious is happening, instead of showing your support and trying to spread this message, you make like this parallel comparison with COVID and just making fun of them. Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong, like, really? That is just racist again. You're saying they're all the same. I mean, it's just sad to see, honestly, and it should be a reminder to everybody. Spread your wisdom, and don't stand for being disrespected and taking racism, and just let's just finish this and I'll continue at the end.
A chilling Twitter fan account shared a thread of the incident on Twitter, including translations of the sketch and updates on the story, which drawn attention from worldwide fans. Armies were quick to trend the hashtag El Racismo No Es Comedia, which stands for Racism is Not Comedy, on Twitter to bring light to the situation, and just minutes after it trended, broadcasting station Mega took to their Twitter account to issue.
Humor helps people deal with difficult times. That is correct, but not at the expense of a race, not at the expense of people. That does not help. That's not the way to do things. You're solving what problem with what solution? It's like saying, all right, we're gonna, people are starving. All right, we're just gonna get rid of all the people. That way, no one's starving. That's not how it works. It's just not how it works. Like, here's the baffling thing. So people don't learn. So one company does this, they have to apologize. Then another company does this, they have to apologize. Then a third company does this, they have to apologize. Like, what is this? Like, anyone like, all right, this is not a good idea. Let's stop this.
An apology.
Sorry. Not sorry.
All right, that's the video. Very, very sad video to see. It definitely ruined my mood. But I'm probably gonna watch an episode of Run after this, just so I can, restore that. I just feel it's sad because people, they don't give them the respect that they deserve. Not just because they're BTS, but because there's 7 people. You gotta respect them for who they are and realize there's 7 individual people. They're not a thing. They're not one. They're not the same. It's just an issue in this world where people think it's alright to do that in the name of jokes or in the name of an opinion. People can see through those lines. It's not easy. You're just trying to justify this thing with some bad excuses. Terrible thing to see, terrible thing to do. Sadly, it's an ongoing issue, and it's gonna be until people just open their eyes and realize, comments, words, can leave a longer, wound than an actual injury can, physical injury can. People should mind what they say, and don't make jokes at the expenses of another race. Don't, it's just, I don't know where this, this world is going towards, but it's baffling during a time where everything is online. Someone does something, and you go and do the same, and then you're like, oh, it's an opinion. And you always get the generic apology, as usual, from all the companies. Oh, we did not stand with this. If you didn't stand with it, you do it immediately. Like, just, here's my opinion on this. Which is why I think the problem is way bigger than the media seem to try to push down. If a company does this, like the radio host that did that, they immediately, like, you have to understand, this is boundaries have been crossed. This is not an opinion. You do it preemptively, or stop the show, or just get him off. Tell him, no, you can't do that. Like, that's something that you can be like, all right, they know it. But every single one of these, they do their thing. They're proud of the fact that they've done it. They don't mind it, but they get so much backlash from fans, so they're like, all right, we're gonna just come up with this. We don't stand for this. If you didn't stand for it, get rid of it immediately. Stop it while it's going on, or don't let it even happen. That way people can actually take your words as truth and not just be like, oh, you apologize because you had to. I mean, one of them, they didn't even stop. They kept on saying, you know, we've been treated unfairly, blah, blah, blah. It's just, you gotta look at, you know, actions speak louder than words. None of these companies apologized before anyone, before they got pressured by the whole world. That guy didn't even get fired or demoted to this other show, the radio host. He didn't get demoted until everybody started getting into it, like big time celebrities, newspapers, everything just brought it in. I mean, people understand if you took that long, that's not gonna change your mind. You gotta know it, like understand it. If you have good intentions, show it immediately. Don't come out with a generic message at the end just because you're forced to. Stop it while it's happening is my stance on this. I love what Army's doing because you guys, you know, you push the issue and you make sure that these guys don't just get off scot-free. I love it. We just gotta live and, you know, take inspiration from these guys and ignore the people trying to drag them down, and make sure that those that cross these boundaries, they get what they deserve, which is, you know, being removed from that position that they're in at that time. Either way, thank you guys so much for this. Well, yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.